Hey everybody, welcome to Review Time with Islip. I am Islip, and today I'm going to be reviewing is the MP2.0 Reximus Prime. Now, if you haven't already seen the millions of reviews on this figure, you're probably wondering, well, what are you talking about? This is just the MP-08x. The comic color version of Masterpiece Grimlock. And to that I say, you are half right. This is indeed a version of that. Let me show you why, if you haven't already seen this type of review before, why you would be mistaken though. Because here we go with, this is my Takara version of the original MP-08 or MP-8. And that is why you would be incorrect. So you can see this guy is one big bad mofo. This is Reximus Prime. Now, I don't remember what company put him out. I did not get a box for him. I will show a picture of a box somewhere so you can see what it looks like. It looks like a Masterpiece box with images of Masterpiece Grimlock on it. I mean, it looks like they just scanned and copied it. This guy is humongous. And they're about to release, or are releasing right now, a more G1 color inspired. It's still got the same silver, but the blue parts that you see here will be black. And yeah, I just got them in the mail the other day. Got them from an eBay buyer. In case you're wondering, I'm standing about 2 feet behind my camera because I can't bring the camera as close as normally. When I do these reviews, I have the camera about this close for my regular Masterpiece figures. As you can see, that don't quite work. Although this does let me show you some of the details. And he has every single detail that the original version have, and that's my window back there. He even has the eye switching gimmick. Let me see if I can locate the lever. There it is. Where you can switch it to blue, although it looks green, to be honest with you here. In real life, but yeah, I like it red because the red stands out better, and also the G1 toy had red eyes. He didn't have blue eyes like the cartoon. So, whoops, just take a quick look down at everything. Everything has been faithfully reproduced. Everything. I have not found one thing that was, aside from the colorations, I have not found one thing that's different than my Takara version. And yes, I have the Takara version, and I've had it since, I want to say 2010. It may have been 2009. 2009. Yeah, 2009. That's right. It might have been 20, but I'm pretty sure it was 2010, maybe 2011. So I've had him for at least 5 years. And, yeah, this guy is magnificent. He comes with a few accessories. He comes with another face, which I'll show off right now. There's this other face. I think this is more closer to maybe a comic book face. I don't really know what this is for. It looks nice, but I'm not using it. So, but there's that on the floor. And if you hear me, if it seems like I'm walking around changing positions, it is because I am walking around and changing positions, because the camera is about 2.5 feet away from the figure now. It comes with these two crowns, which are identical. I see nothing different. They're also extremely sharp. I have not found, let's see, is there a difference? Hold Hold on. Have I found a difference? No, I have not found one difference between the two of these crowns. So he comes with 2 crowns, which you can put on his noggin. They go on like that to mimic the look. Let's bring him closer. To mimic the look that he had in the comic book. Because again, this is the comic book version where Grimlock does indeed become the leader of the Autobots, and he rechristens himself as King Grimlock and makes the crown. It looks like that. And again, like I said, this is extremely sharp. These are extremely pointy. If you are not careful, you will puncture yourself. He, of course, comes with his sword, which you can put in his hand the exact same way that you could before. And he comes with his gun, which, again, same exact way, fits in. There's a little peg that fits into that little notch, and you're good to go. He has a light up feature for the sword. I can't show it to you because the batteries that it came with, which are these really teeny weeny little batteries, are dead. And like I said, I got this. This is actually a second hand, believe it or not. I mean, it looks brand new, but it comes with these little batteries, which I just dropped on the floor, which were completely dead. And I actually managed to use one of the batteries from my MP-08, my regular Grimlock, because of the regular, it's the same as putting 2 of these in there. But I've had it in there for like 5 years, so it was really weak. But basically what happens is there's a button on the back. And I know it works as I tried it. It's just, like I said, the battery was really weak. You push it, it lights up. And it stays lit until you push it again. Or it might die out after a few minutes, I don't know. But once you turn it on, I noticed it stayed on. And I think that's awesome. I think that should have been what the other one did. But that's probably why the batteries were dead. Now, you're like, Islip, shut up and get on with the figure. Okay. Well, articulation. Giant ball joint at the shoulder, just like the original. Rotation right there at the upper bicep. Weird elbow bend, double elbow bend at the elbow. Doesn't really get you very much, though. Hands rotate 360. They wiggle a little bit. This one, the hands are a lot stiffer. And I don't remember my MP-08 hands being as stiff as this. As a matter of fact, everything is stiffer here. And it feels a lot stiffer than I remember. Of course, the toes move. Ugh, they're metal, too. And heavy. Let's take this off because I just punctured myself and it hurt. Head is on a ball joint. It moves up. It looks a little bit down, just a teeny bit, and shake your head. Legs go forward, and that holds it really well. Strong ratchets at the knee. Foot has pivots. It pivots a bit. Waist. And yeah, and I think this locks in a lot better than my MP8 did. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, that's locked in pretty good now. But you see it's wiggling a lot more than, like, let's bring him up. Do you wiggle as much? No. You can see the waist wiggles a teeny bit, but not nearly as much. This one, quite a bit, and it was always wiggly like that. So, yeah. Let's bring out some more comparisons. Let's move these out of the way. Let's get his arms down. And he is good. He is amazing. And he, again, I knew he was going to be beefy because I've seen 8 million reviews on this guy. And even though I knew he was going to be beefier and bigger than the original figure, I was still shocked when I got him out the box. I was really... Like, videos, they do not do it justice. When you pull it out, it's beefy is the beefy and beastly. That is the 2 words that I would use to describe it. yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy out of the way, because this is why I got him. Because the original was, hands backwards, was honestly too small to be in scale with these guys. And when I got him, the MP10 wasn't even a thing. This is the Year of the Horse MP10. I have the original Takara version in a box somewhere. I accidentally dropped them after one review and broke one of the smokestacks right about there, and I was sad. So until I can get replacement smokestacks, he's going to stay in his box because I don't want to be reminded of my mistake. But as you can see, this is about actually the size. I'll see if I can find a screenshot. This is about the size that Optimus is generally, according to the G1 cartoon, in reference to Grimlock. Beastly. Let's go get his one of his creators. I need to get the other one, but here is Wheeljack. I'm gonna put Wheeljack right next to him, right here. You can see Wheeljack's a lot shorter. This is the way he's supposed to be. So yeah, and because I just got him recently, and I really still love him, and yeah, here we have Hot Rodimus. And I think that's should be the right scale. I think because he never really transforms into the robot mode, but I think in the G1 movie, the scale isn't quite like that. I think the scale is closer to this, which is a little disappointing because it should be this. But you know how, well, okay. You know how scale is in G1. It doesn't really matter. Here he is with a current Combiner Wars deluxe size figure. And let me step back so I can see the. He is huge. He looks bigger. Here. Took the arms off, but here. This is a current Combiner Wars combined figure. And he still outclasses them. So, yeah. Let's get this guy out. And we're going to go ahead and get him transformed. How am I going to get him transformed? He's way over there and I'm way over here. And I hate that I'm so far away, but this is about the closest I can get and keep him in the frame. Alrighty, there we go. So after a big, long fight with this guy's incredibly tight joints and other anatomy, we have our Grimlock Reximus Prime in Dino mode. And he looks great. And let's go ahead and switch his eyes from blue to red, because I like it red. Okay, here we go. And awesome spaghetti sauce. And he has that where you open the thing and you press the button and it collapses. Yeah. He also has the gun in his mouth. Ugh. And that's awesome. These are all posable and they're really tight. And actually when mine came, one of the arms had popped out of the ball joint, and a little force put it back in, and it doesn't even feel like it ever popped out, like nothing was ever wrong. This guy is amazing. He is awesome. Still no weapon storage though. That kind of sucks, but I can't believe I didn't notice that panel was there before. I wonder if there's anything I can do with that. This is what I was talking about. Right here on Grimlock's back. You flip it up. And you can see even on old Grimlock there is a little hatch. And I'm not sure what that's for. I guess you could maybe stick an action figure in there. Whoops. Little action figure as a palette. Works better with this Grimlock here. But yeah, little compartment that you can on the back of the Grimlocks. But anyway, he looks great. Give me a second, and I will get other Grimlock. Oh, okay, falling down. Other Grimlock in his mode of Rex T. Okay, so we got them both together. So this arm, for the most part, is okay. This arm's a little floppy. These are all tight. Heads do the exact same thing. This one has a gimmick where you turn, like you're supposed to wiggle the tail and his head turns. This one has the mechanizations for that, but for some reason it does not work. Personally, I don't care. I never really liked that gimmick. It does have the same Snapchat feature. Doesn't sound like a snap though. Just again, same exact. It's the exact same figure, just really upscaled. Like, amazing. It is amazing. The colors, of course, are different. I personally, there we go. That's the way you say it. I'm not drunk. Like the colors on the new figure better. As far as the silver, it pops more. It just looks better to me. And I remember the toy. The toy was a gray color, but it was a more silverish color than this, which is just gray. The gray here is still better than the Hasbro version, apparently, but because it's, again, Takara version. But I don't know. The neck pistons and stuff, you can just see them better here than you can here. The details are all there. They're all present. They're all the same. The only difference is the size, and of course this is painted up. So let's go ahead and again bring in some other bots for comparisons. Here we have Optimus and Optimus Prime and Reximus Prime. And that looks about right. Actually, I think in the cartoon in one scene, Optimus was actually only up to here when he was fighting. But hey, you know what? This is honestly, to me, a much better representation. I've been waiting for a figure this size of the Dinobots, of this guy, to come out. And yeah, I don't understand why Hasbro went and made him so small. The original Optimus figure they made was about the size of this guy, maybe slightly taller than him in robot mode. I don't understand. I don't. Let's bring in Hot Rod real quick. Got Hot Rod. His freaking feet that don't have any. Yeah, there we go. So we got Hot Rod there, or Hot Rodimus, and he is standing right next to the leg. So he's in line with the leg, and you can see Grimlock is humongous. And this is where I think in the 1986 movie, the size was more like this. It was more like that than like this. Oh, okay, don't fall down. Okay. Here we have Wheeljack. So we'll get him out of the way. Wheeljack is the current standard height for the Masterpiece cars. Hot Rod is a little bit taller. And yeah. Okay, here we go with a deluxe sized figure. Just make sure that we're still focused. I hope we are. Yep, deluxe size figure. Let's tilt him a little bit more so it doesn't, so it looks a little more, there we go, impressive. And I mean, it honestly looks like I'm doing camera tricks here because Reximus is just so big and he's so well detailed too. It just looks like I'm making, but I'm not. Okay, we're gonna put him in line with his back leg. That's his back leg. I'm gonna put him in line with the front leg, which is also pretty much where the head is for Reximus. And it didn't really change much, did it? So, and of course we're gonna go with Bruticus. And we'll put Bruticus in scale in there. And again, Reximus is just bigger. He is awesome. He is out of scale with Bruticus, but then Bruticus is out of scale with everybody. Unless you go with the original figures, how they go, and then Bruticus is only slightly smaller than he should be. That's the thing. Whenever the combiners combined, somehow they exponentially grew, which didn't make sense. But so now he's in a better scale with Devastator as far as actual y'all know what I'm saying. Not cartoon scale, but actual robot figure. If the robot heights were the mandate, then the individual bots, then when you put them together, they wouldn't be that much bigger than Grimlock here or Reximus here. So, what do I think about this guy? I think if you like Dinobots, you like Masterpiece, and you want some semblance of scale, don't wait, don't hesitate, get this guy because he's great. This guy is amazing. I'll just recap from the top. This guy is awesome. He is honestly just a bigger version of the original. The joints are tighter. The plastic feels thicker and better. It still has die cast on there. Man, the feet are freezing. That's awesome. You can see the details better. He fits in scale with your Masterpiece line much better. So if you love Masterpiece and you love Grimlock, and you want a Grimlock that matches, that's in better size comparison to the other Masterpieces, get him. Shouldn't even hesitate, just get him. If you just like Grimlocks, like I do, get them. If you don't like the Marvel Comics color as far as the blue replacing the black, they are coming out with a version where it has the proper G1 colors, with the exception of the Dino mode colors, where there should be, all of this should be gray. It's still this silver color, which I have no problem with because I like the silver. The silver looks much better. The plastic is thicker, it's better. Thankfully, I don't know if it's because, I don't know if this is painted plastic. I don't think it's painted silver. I'm not sure if it's painted or if it's just the plastic itself is that color. I don't see any evidence that the plastic was any other color. On my Grimlock, there's swirls all in the plastic, which I don't like. This doesn't have that. This is just smooth and nice. And it comes with the Autobot symbol on it. You don't have to even put it there yourself. No labels or anything required. This guy is just awesome. He is just awesome, almighty, beefiness. Okay, he might be out of scale with like your combiners. Whatever. I mean, if the combiners were in proper scale, they would be lopsided. If they were in scale to their robot sizes when they combined, they would not be nearly as tall. This guy is just awesome. He is awesome. Awesome pose. You can see he's standing on his hind legs. His leg. He's not tipping backwards. I was trying to get my old Grimlock to match. Let's see if I can get him to match the pose. I got him to match the pose, but yeah, see, he won't even hold it. He's just not tight enough. And I don't know if I think he might have been a little tighter 100 years ago, maybe, but not that much. And like the gold just looks, I mean, it's decent here, but the gold here is a richer yellower gold. This is sort of almost a whiter gold. So it just get it. I'm okay. Get it if you agree with what I'm saying. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, just skip it. Just skip it. The only thing I don't like really is the tightness of the pegs and how hard it is to flip things out without hurting yourself, basically, unless or getting a tool. That's the only problem I can see. And that might not be even such a big problem. I mean, just sand some things down, or maybe over time it will, get a little bit better. But it's just awesome. It's just an awesome figure. I love it. I'm glad I got him. And maybe I'll get the regular version as well, just because. Why not? So, that said, I am Islip. Thank you for watching my video. I hope this all made sense. I hope this was cohesive. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Ciao.